Time to go to America.
Desierto started 10 years ago as a necessity I had to tell a story that spoke about migration, but also that spoke about this hatred that society has towards foreigners, towards migrants. Back then I didn't know the best way to tell this story, and that's when a couple of years later, I was watching Duel by Spielberg, and I started thinking how effective 70s genre cinema is in being able to hide under the disguise of genre interesting political and social subject matter. So that's when I decided to tell this story, but through the narrative device of a horror action movie.
It is a very elemental story about the phenomenon of migration and how we're criminalizing it so much that eventually somebody's gonna pull up the trigger, you know, and cause this.
It's supposed to be a parable of where we can arrive to a society if we keep promoting and so much hatred. But the sad thing is that I used to find that a very far away scenario, and more I see that like the recipe's already there in the country. It's a country that particularly this last year has been bombarded massively with speeches that legitimize this hatred, and at the same time is a country that has zero gun control. It has very lax gun control. So to me, sadly it's starting to be the recipe for a character in a vulnerable situation like Jeffries to pull the trigger.
This is what we want to depict in Desierto through the elements of a very interesting horror action movie. It is a very entertaining movie, even though the theme is very serious, and I think a lot of people are gonna get a lot from it. Like, it's gonna be a very, it's gonna stir up the debate that definitely needs some stirring.